This podcast is brought to you by Convo Cloth, the official clothing apparel of the NBC podcast. For the latest apparel, please go to www.nothingbutconvos.com. Now, let's get into the latest episode of the NBC podcast with your boy, S. McCann. What's good, people? It's the NBC podcast with your boy, S. McCann. And this is episode 38, Eagles 2022 season review. Yes, sir. We back with a new season, new slate. It's 0-0. Our team made a lot of moves this offseason. We went unscathed, no injuries. Only one injury was Andre Dillard. 52 men have no injuries, and we going into this season fully healthy. Let's get it. Yes, sir. And so, in this episode, I break down the new transactions, free agency, NFL draft, the late trades that we just made, undrafted free agents that made the team, my Jets game recap, because I went to the game in the preseason and they looked all right, the record for 2022, and my overview of week 1 against the Lions. So sit back, relax, let's get it. Episode 38, Eagles 2022 season review with your boy, S. McCann. You know how we rockin', baby. I'm back, refreshed for a new season. Took some time off to get my bop right. Now I'm back and let's get it. And so our birds, we looking out right now, looking like a team that could go all the way. I don't like to jinx my team, but we look like we have a defense now, and we look like we have an offense now. In my other pods, in the past, I always told you guys how I like Jalen Hurts, and that's my guy, that's my boy. Let him grow, give him some weapons. Now he has some weapons. He has weapons on the offensive side, and he has weapons on the defensive side. Let this defense peel their ears back and get to the quarterback. Let's go. We got 2 good corners, just got a safety, got linebackers, D ends, D tackles. Come on, man. Now it all falls on Jonathan Gannon. Can he get it done? He's on the clock. He is on the clock. So let's get into these new transactions. The start of free agency. We went in there. We got what we needed for this team. We needed a playmaker on the edge. And we did get that. Hassan Reddick is a beast. Outside linebacker, DN, whatever you want to call him, a weapon. You know how he get down. And he from the area, South Jersey. Always got to hold it down for my Jersey boys. But yes, that was that first transaction. And I said, ooh, we got Hassan? That's 10 plus. That's 10 plus sacks. Just call it 10 plus sacks. So the next transaction was Quazir White, outside linebacker. He's just a tool. He got speed. He can cover. That's what we needed. We needed a cover linebacker that can cover tight ends, that can do it all. And he can do it all. He played middle. He played outside. Whatever you want to call it, he's a linebacker. And that's what we needed. The third was Zach Pascal. We needed that third receiver because our third receiver was garbage. Jalen Reagor was terrible. We gave him every chance to succeed in Philadelphia. He didn't embrace it. He came in last year overweight. How can you come in overweight as a receiver? That's all you do is run. That's all you do is run routes. Come on, man. The next transaction was Boston Scott. We had to bring him back because you know he's a killer. He is a killer, giant killer. I like him in the backfield to change up that pace, catching out the backfield. We needed him back. Then we signed James Bradbury. The Giants released him because they didn't want to pay him or they didn't have enough money to pay him. We scooped him up. He came over. Man, we was willing to pay that bread easily. Now he's a second corner. He's not the number one. You know we got Slay, the best corner in the league. I always tell y'all that. Slay is the best corner in the league. Hands down. Does it all. And so when we signed that boy, Bradbury, now that defense is looking a little all right. And that was in the first beginning of free agency. We did that. We're like, oh, we got two corners. We doing our little thing. And Bradbury came a little bit after, I think, free agency. I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit after the draft, but we got him. He's an Eagle. The NFL draft comes. I'm sitting, chilling, just watching the draft. Then the Jones said, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Eagles trade for A.J. Brown. I said, what? What we give up? That's all I'm looking at. Like, what did we give up? I'm looking. I'm like, oh, because we had 3 picks. Or 2 picks or what? I don't even remember, man. It was so long ago. But we had it. We had picks or whatever to give up. Bang. It was the 19th. What? We gave up the 19th and still kept the 16th. I'm pretty sure it was the 16th or something like that. Whatever. Or the 14th. I can't remember. But we kept that early one and we gave up the 19th. Do y'all understand who A.J. Brown is? I'm going to get into that when I go into the offensive outlook of the season on what my predictions is. But do y'all understand who A.J. Brown is? He's an animal. Respect. You got to respect him. That's what he commands. And I've been saying that through my previous pods. We need a receiver that the defense has to respect. You have to respect him. That's why I was on the Odell Beckham, that trade, or just to pick him up when he got released. Nobody wanted to touch him in the trade. I'm like, yo, just go trade for Odell. Because the respect that he commands against that D, do you know the respect? When you got a receiver that they respect and they off 10, they off 5, they off 7, that's easy pitch and catch all day. But A.J. Brown, he will cook you. And you can't bring him down with no arm tackles. You need a couple people to bring this man down. Come on, man. That was on draft night. I was super hyped. And then we got the big boy, Jordan Davis. That's who I wanted. I wanted that boy, Jordan Davis. Then in the second round, we got Kelsey's replacement, but Kelsey ain't done. We got Cam Jurgens. I seen him against the Jets. Dumb nice. When I say dumb, the boy's nice. Third round, Nakobe Dean sat there. Come on, guys. Now you know the gods from the heavens are looking down at us. We needed linebackers. We got Nakobe Dean. Oh, my goodness. Then we got Kyron Johnson, the fast boy on the edge. We need another edge. We got that. Bang. Now he's the backup. He's the backup to Hassan Reddick. Come on, man. We coming. On that edge, we coming. Then you got Grant Calcaterra. I think that's his name. Tight end. Nice. Played with Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma. Come on, man. I'm telling y'all that we looking all right. We are looking all right. So the late trades that we just made, we got rid of that bum. I've been calling for it. A lot of people been calling for it. We got rid of him. And y'all know who it is. It was that bum. Trash. Jalen Reagor. Out of there. Traded him to the Vikings. The compensation. Y'all can look up the compensation. But he's out of there. We ain't getting nothing back because we ain't want nothing back. Then we traded for CGJ. Chauncey Garner-Johnson. To shore up that safety position. We needed that. Yeah, he played slot corner, but he did play safety in college and a little safety in the league, which is different positions, but if you a baller, then you a baller. Y'all know that. If you can play anywhere on the defense. If you smart, you understand defenses and all of that. So you can put him anywhere. Let's get it. Then Trey Sermon got cut, 3rd round pick, running back. Picked him up. Now he's on the roster. 52-man roster. We got 52. We got another open spot, and I'll get into that, who I think that open spot will be on game day. The undrafted free agents. The undrafted free agents that made the team, to me, it wasn't no surprise because I liked them. I didn't know a lot about Josh Stills. He's the O-line. He's very versatile. He can play anywhere on the line. And that's what you need. If you a backup, you got to be versatile, especially O-line. You got to play the left side, guard, center, right side. You got to play all of that. And so Josh Jobe, cornerback, Alabama. I like this tape. Not the last year tape, 2021, but the 2020 tape. Man, he was locking people up. 2021 tape, he had an injury that was lingering, and he didn't look the best out there, but he still played. Reed Blankenship, that boy, safety. When I say this guy was flying around there during the Jets game, oh my goodness. I'm like, yo, who number 46? He changed his jersey, now he's 32. But I'm like, who number 46? When I say he was flying around making tackles, I said, that dude nice. And then you have Brenton Covey. And I think that this is the guy that's going to be called up to return punts and maybe kickoffs. Once you have these guys, because we didn't have a lot of draft picks. We only had 5 draft picks. And so you had to go in there and pay guys a certain amount of money to be undrafted free agents, and they made the team. That's what your scouts is there to do. Oh, we got this guy, we got that guy. Let's get it. So the Jets game recap, the first game of the preseason. I didn't even know that Jalen Hurts and the offense was going to play. And it was late that we got tickets to go to the preseason game, me and my wife. My brother-in-law went, his wife went, his boys went. And so we went on there, got the tickets for like $49 or something. We was in the good section. When I say that offense looked crazy with A.J. Brown, he's taking 2 defenders with him. He's commanding 2 defenders to look his way. We never had that. The last time we had that was what? T.O.? He's taking 2 defenders with, or let's say not even T.O. Had to be Deshaun Jackson maybe. Just to have that extra defender to peel over to him. But this dude took 2, then they hit my man Goddard, the best tight end in the league. That's what I think. Hit him for a touchdown. But Jalen Hurts was on fire. And he's getting the ball out quicker. Surveying the field, bang. If it's not there, bang, check down. If it's not there, bang, check down. If it's not there, he can run. But y'all know that. This year 3. And you giving them weapons. but you just not giving them weapons. You still got Smith there, Devontae Smith. He's going to grow. You got the tight end. He's going to have a monster season. Then you put in A.J. Brown. Then you got Zach Pascal in. Come on, man. Y'all not understanding what's about to happen. You really not understanding what's about to happen. And I always make this analogy that the Eagles already had the blueprint. They know the blueprint already. They went to multiple NFC championship games. They went to the Super Bowl with a quarterback just like Jalen Hurts. They know the formula. They had it. They had the formula. With T.O. and all, man, look, they had the formula and went sideways. But look, we already know, and the Eagles fans know, we already know what it looks like to be in the playoffs multiple years, what it looks like to be in NFC championships multiple years, what it looks like to be in the Super Bowl and to win a Super Bowl. We have the blueprint. That's all they doing. And I'm telling you, they know what they have in Jalen Hurts. He just has to produce. And I really think that he will produce. But that Jets game, he was slinging it. He was running. He was doing his thing. I'm telling you, that A.J. man, is different. And he runs his routes hard. He don't take nothing off. The other guy that we had, Rager, he took routes off. This guy makes every route look the same, and he runs hard every time. Come on. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect Arthur Juan. Come on, man. AJ, let's get it. So the defense outlook, like I said in the beginning, we got two good corners. We got that slot corner. That's nice. We have the safety that we just got, CGJ. The only person that I have questions about is Marcus Epps. That's the only person that I have questions about. I don't have questions about Avonte Maddox, Darius Slay. I don't have no questions about James Bradbury. We know what they're going to do. I have no questions. I have no questions about Quazir White. We know what he going to do. Hassan Reddick. TJ Edwards look good. And if he ain't going to look good and he have a flaw in his game, then we got Nakobe Dean backing that up. Josh Sweat on the other side. Brandon Graham. Fletch. Jordan Davis. Javon Hargrave. Milton Williams. Patrick Johnson. Come on, man. This defense is looking right. It is looking all right. Jonathan Gannon is on the clock because you got edge rushers. Then you got Hassan Reddick. You just going to unleash him, man. I'm telling you, if you guys seen that game on Thursday night, the Bills against LA, did you see what the Bills defense looked like? The Bills defense did not have their starting corner. They had two rookies out there. 7th round pick and a 6th round pick. But you know what? When you got a defensive line creating pressure, not giving that quarterback time, it makes those corners look excellent. And we got 2 damn good corners, 3 damn good corners. And our defensive line, oh man, just pull their ears back and let them go. You got to let them go. Jonathan Gannon, if you can't get it done, you on the clock, bro. You are on the clock. The offensive outlook. Now, Jalen Hurts, year 3, I think he's going to make a big jump. He's got to make a big jump this year. You got Miles Sanders. You got Trey Sermon, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, Devontae Smith, Zach Pascal, Quez Watkins, the burner, Quez, Dallas Goedert, AJ, the best line in the league, Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey. Then you got his backup, Cam Jurgens, Isaac, Lane Johnson. Come on, man. Y'all can't mess this up. You got to pick your poison. What, you going to stop the run? If you don't want to stop the run, then the run just going to go crazy. What, you going double AJ? Oh, my goodness. Dallas got over the middle. Devontae Smith cooking them. Zach Pascal cooking them. Jalen Hurts running. You going to have everything locked up? Jalen Hurts getting the first down. I'm telling y'all, this thing going to look crazy. This is what I wanted to look last year. But we didn't have a receiver to open everything else up for everybody. And we got that. AJ is a beast. We have that. So my outlook for Jalen Hurts, he got to go over 4,000. 4,030 touchdowns. Let's get it. Over 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns in the air, 8 on the ground. Come on, man. He's a dual threat. I'm just excited, man, for the season, but he's a dual threat, and he got the weapons. Come on. Let's go. And then, how we freeing up cap space. Restructuring deals. Now we got like almost 9.5. He can do a little bit more restructure. When you seeing that, I don't know if they're going to make a move, but the only weakness on D that I see is a safety. I don't know what Marcus Epps is. I don't know. But I don't know if you want to make a trade or do certain things. I don't know. On offense, we have the running backs. If you want to shore it up and get another weapon, OBJ is out there. He ain't going to be ready until week 6, maybe week 7. And then when he come back, he really don't have to do much. He can get in playing shape. Because if you think this team is going to go deep, just like the LA Rams did, OBJ was everything to the LA Rams. Because you know why? You had to respect him. He out there cooking people, route running, speed. He freed up a lot. And that's what A.J. Brown is going to do for this team. He going to free up a lot. But if you put Odell on this team, man, that's OD. I'm telling you, you ain't going to be able to stop it. You will not be able to stop the Eagles at all. You got to pick your poison. Just like the Bills. They couldn't stop the Bills. You got to pick your poison. What you going to do? You going to stop the run? All right. Diggs going to cook you. Davis out there cooking. Then they got the 2 slot receivers. Come on, man. He put on the clinic. Josh Allen put on the clinic yesterday. So our record for 2022, and I'm being modest, I ain't going overboard saying we going to have the number 1 slot in the NFC, none of that, because I know how it can quickly go. We can have injuries. It can go sideways. My prediction is 11-6. And I think we can win the division with 11-6, maybe the 4th seed, maybe the 3rd seed, or whatever. And if we get that first home game, sky's the limit. So week 1 against the Lions, I see Deuce Staley talking crazy. We going to punch them in their mouth and all of that. Look, you got to understand your opponent. And I know you want to hype your team up and you want to do all of that, right? But these guys, Hassan Reddick, Quazier White, Bradbury, Slay, you got these dudes on defense that's going to peel their ears back. They hear you talking. We got boys now. We got linebackers that are gritty and nasty. We got a safety, CGJ, that's nasty. This team looks nasty. We got big boys on the offensive line that's nasty. We got D tackles that's nasty, man. This ain't soft. This ain't no soft team. We coming out there, we getting it. They got a bad taste in their mouth. Don't forget, I remember what Dallas did to us last year. You know I know. To get Dak his little touchdown record, and then they dancing and laughing, all of that on our Eagles. Don't forget that. They still got that. We just lost in the playoffs against the Bucks. It's burning. They ready to go. So the Lions, yeah, you might have got a little bit better, but you got to understand who's your quarterback too. And he's trash. He's terrible. So don't forget that. Do not forget who's coming after that quarterback. We got boys. And so week 1, I think we're going to put up at least 25 plus points. That defense is going to be like, look, it's ready. They ready. So I don't even think they might score 13 points, 10 points. I don't know. But I think my boys is ready. They ready to roll, bro. Like, they are ready to get it. For real. And I'm excited about the season. I hope everybody out there that's Eagles fans or even football fans are excited about this season, because I am. I'm a die hard. I bleed green. All my homies, most of my homies bleed green. And you know, I'm here after every game, recapping what I seen. And then I'm breaking down our next week opponent. Because I'm here. The NBC podcast with your boy S. McCann. You know how we get down. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Nothing like it.
So that was episode 38, Eagles 2022 season review. In that pod, I broke down free agency, the NFL draft, the late trades we made before the season, undrafted free agents that made the team, the Jets recap, how the defense will look this season, how the offense will look this season, also how we freeing up that cap space. Something might happen. Our record for 2022, and also the game recap of week 1 against the Lions. So, like I always say in every pod, stay safe, give respect, and show love. 1. Make sure you go listen to all old and new NBC podcast episodes on all podcasting platforms. And please go to www.nothingbutconvos.com for the latest apparel.